A universe where nothing is as it seems, where reality exists as probability until observed, where time flows differently depending on where you stand, where consciousness itself shapes what we call reality. Is this merely coincidence, or ancient Hindu sages somehow glimpsed the quantum nature of our universe through deep meditation? Our story begins over 5,000 years ago, when Hindu sages composed the Upanishad, sacred texts revealing profound insights about reality. They described Brahman, the ultimate reality beyond our senses, and Maya, the illusory world we experience daily. To them, what we see, touch, and feel isn't the complete truth, but a veil hiding a deeper reality. Fast forward to 1925. Quantum physicists discovered something shocking. Tiny particles don't behave like anything in our everyday world. They exist as waves of possibility until measured. Reality at its smallest level isn't solid, it's fuzzy, uncertain, and strangely connected. Werner Heisenberg, one of quantum physics founders, once said, "After my conversations with Indian scientists, I began to see that these new ideas in quantum physics were not so new." The Upanishad states, "As the spider sends forth and draws in its thread, as plants grow on the earth, as hair grows on the head, so does everything in the universe arise from the imperishable." This ancient text suggests the material world constantly emerges from something more fundamental. Much like quantum physics reveals that solid matter dissolves into probability waves at the quantum level. When scientists examine atoms, they find them mostly empty. The seemingly solid world around us is actually 99.9999% empty space with tiny energy fields, creating the illusion of solidity. The ancient concept of Maya suggested exactly this, that solidity is an illusion concealing a vastly different reality. One of quantum physics' strangest discoveries is that particles behave differently when observed. In the famous double-slit experiment, electrons act like waves when nobody's watching, but become particles when measured. Thousands of years earlier, the Upanishad described consciousness as fundamental to reality. Brahman is consciousness. The universe is Brahman. The ancient sages believed consciousness wasn't just an observer of reality, but integral to its existence. A radical idea modern physicists like John Wheeler later proposed with his participatory universe theory. Quantum entanglement allows particles to instantly influence each other, regardless of distance, what Einstein called spooky action at a distance. The Vedas and Upanishad repeatedly describe a universe where everything is deeply interconnected. The Upanishad proclaims, "Whoever sees all beings in the self and the self in all beings does not feel separate from anything." This isn't just poetic language, it's a description of reality where separation is ultimately an illusion, startlingly similar to quantum entanglement's demonstration that separate objects can remain fundamentally connected. Modern physics reveals time isn't constant, it flows differently depending on gravity and speed. The ancient Hindu concept of time was equally flexible. Hindu cosmology describes vast cycles of time, from the brief human lifespan to the 4.32 billion year day of Lord Brahma. More striking is the concept that time itself is relative, with different realms experiencing it differently. The Bhagavad Gita states, "What is day to one is night to another." This suggests different perspectives experience time uniquely, remarkably similar to Einstein's relativity. How could ancient sages have glimpsed these quantum insights thousands of years before modern instruments? Some scholars suggest deep meditation might have allowed direct perception of reality beyond ordinary senses. The Upanishad describe meditation as revealing layers of reality invisible to ordinary perception. Modern neuroscience shows meditation alters brain function, potentially enabling different modes of perception. Ancient meditation practices specifically aimed to transcend ordinary consciousness and directly experience ultimate reality. Could these altered states have revealed insights about reality that modern science only confirmed millennia later? We stand at a fascinating crossroads where ancient wisdom and cutting-edge science seem to converge. Both traditions, separated by thousands of years, suggest our everyday experience masks a deeper reality far stranger than we imagine. Whether through meditation or mathematics, both paths lead to similar conclusions. Consciousness matters, everything is connected, and ultimate reality transcends what we perceive with our senses. Perhaps the greatest mystery isn't that ancient Hindu sages described quantum-like concepts thousands of years ago, but that two completely different approaches to understanding reality arrived at such strikingly similar conclusions. The quest to understand reality continues through laboratories and meditation halls, connected by the eternal human drive to look beyond the veil and glimpse the true nature of existence.